2014. That was like a big.
All right. Okay, microphone's good. You should be good. Try saying
All right.
something.
Something.
Something. All right. Fuck, this is going to be insanely insane. All right.
Insanely insane.
Insanely insane. All right. So everybody just let me know how we are. Like, can you hear her? Can you hear me? Is Mike doing that stupid clicking thing? Are the frames dropping tremendously? I think everything's going to be good. We got our first super chat already.
Oh my God, I do love your shirt.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's the it's Friday. Remember that really bad Rebecca Black song?
Yep.
Yeah. Which honestly, I didn't think it was as bad as everyone thought it was. I thought it was kind of catchy.
I wish I could have found the Friday the 13th mask I had.
Yeah.
I would have definitely brought that on.
Um, we sell like the chintzy versions at my dollar store, and so I was messing around with my boss all day with it. And there was one moment where she was like, she was talking to my assistant manager, so I crept up behind her and just like sat there, just staring at her with the mask on. So it didn't scare her though. I got to up my game. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Okay. Damn, I'm still at work. Can't wait to watch this later, though. Have fun, guys. Love you too, Dannphan29. Okay.
Woo!
I guess. You know what? Let me ask. Where did the 29 come from? The 101 has a history I've already explained, but where does the 29 come from?
You know, it's it's just one of those things where you pick a random
You
number
picked a
that sounds
random number.
catchy.
I think it works.
I wish
29.
that it had more meaning behind it.
Well, it will when you turn 29, and if you're still doing YouTube in like 9 years or whatever. It'll be relevant for the 365 days.
Oh, that'll be the day.
Yeah, the 101. I got mine from Zoe 101. If you didn't hear that story,
I didn't hear that story. I
I
remember that show
I
though.
I was a huge fan of Zoe 101, and I had a crush on Jamie Lynn Spears. So then she got pregnant. So but anyway, yeah,
Childhood ruined.
yeah, really. Not even childhood, because that was when I was like, I think I always say I was 12 with this story, which that doesn't make any sense. I was probably like 16 when I was watching that show. I was probably well into high school. But I don't care. There was like a forum on Nickelodeon. This was before I started the channel, and I wanted to get on there and you need a username, and I came up with Tekking because I was like, I had all these like video game consoles. I'm like the king of tech. Oh, and then the 101 just came from Zoe 101.
Everyone always assumes that it's from the video game, but I think you said you never actually played the video game.
No, I've never played Tekken. I played it at a friend's place, but I've never I never own it. I don't own a single game about Tekken or anything. Low.
I played like 2 of the Tekken games. So that's about it.
Yeah,
it's okay.
It's a fighting game. Low mic. Okay, whose mic is low? Is my
mic low? Bleh.
Is your mic low? I fumble a lot. I just got off work, so I'm gonna be fumbling quite a bit. Wait, he is 24? Yeah, I'm 24. I watched Zoe 101 when I was like 16, okay? I don't care. It was a good show. You've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now get ready for anal in a canal. You're not. That doesn't rhyme, dude. Yeah, I thought you were gonna like anal in cananal. Nah, that doesn't work. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Yeah, Shrek is good. I like Shrek. There was one more. When is the next Nuzlocke? I have no idea when I feel like doing it. And where's the popcorn and soda, Karine? I don't know. The popcorn's downstairs. I don't like soda. Do you like soda?
Soda's okay.
Yeah. I'm more of a... I always used to think, like, oh, man, I don't drink soda. I'm pretty healthy. I drink iced tea. And then I finally looked at the amount of sugar that's in iced tea compared to soda. It's better, but it's not much better.
I got like 3 One Piece from Mune bottles that I saved from Mitsumi Market, just chilling around.
Oh, look at you. You got a Mitsume Market out where you live. I have nothing.
It's actually pretty far from me, but worth it.
Dannphan's audio is not synced up. Okay, well, I can try something to fix that. Let me try. I'm going to take you off really quick, and... Alright, that might work better. It doesn't look quite as nice, but... Now you got a Skype bar in front of you.
Oh, no.
Let me see if that works. Okay. Let's see. Tekking is bad with women. Well, yeah. Let's see.
Only the most supportive fans for you.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing about YouTube. I have to just accept it. At one point you just have to understand that's just how YouTube is. There's a lot of upcoming YouTubers that I've talked to that get really upset when they see, like... Because I know these are, like, kind of jokingly... but there's a few that I get are like seriously trying to be hurtful and like attacking, and they get upset when that happens because they're it sucks when you put something out on the internet and people like make fun of you, but it's like that's just how it goes. You can't. There's no one on YouTube that's universally liked by everybody. It's just not possible. Yeah.
There's always someone. Do you watch One Piece?
My mic is low. Okay, let me try boosting. That's weird. Never had that problem before.
Everyone's mic is low.
Everyone's mic is low. That sounds like a rap. I don't know. This is how bad I suck at rap, okay? I don't even know why I'm telling this story, but I walked, I was in work today, and I clocked out, and I went into the back room, and there's like 3 of my coworkers back there. And for some reason, I decided to say goodbye to them as a freestyle rap. So I started rapping. And how did it go? It was because my coworkers are named Alberta, Todd, and Jess. So I'm like, yo, Alberta, Todd, and Jess, I have to say. And then I stopped because I couldn't think of anything else. And they just turned to me and, have a good day. I'm like, oh, that was it. I should have used that.
I mean, props for creativity.
Yeah, really. I mean, I stop at the rap. I don't know. Are you good at rap?
I made like an anime rap battle once, never again.
There you go. Well, it's more than I have. I saw that Thug Life you got, so I got that going on. But anyway, guys, really quick, since we have about 500 people in here, I should just mention that Dannphan is really close to getting to 10,000 subscribers. So there's a card in the corner of the screen. It should be right around that lamp area you have there. And there's also a thing in the description below. Not this, yeah, the description below. to go and subscribe to her. So if we could get her to 10,000 subs this live stream, I will feel very proud of that. Come on, guys.
Woo.
You can do it.
There's a Nami cosplay at the 10K live stream.
That is totally not the reason I want to get you to 10,000 subs as fast as possible, by the way. Wait, what? You're doing a Nami? I never heard of that. Whoa. She has no... You have personality.
I'm just nervous.
Isn't it pronounced Dannphan? That's the name of a Pokemon, isn't it?
Yep. Yes,
it
is.
Please tell me it is Dannphan. It is?
Yeah.
Are you just trying to make me feel good for saying it wrong for like 3 months in a row?
It is Dannphan.
It is Dannphan, okay.
It was a mixture of the Pokemon and Danny Phantom.
Ah, you see. Do you like Danny Phantom?
I was a huge fan.
You and my friend Jesse would get along. He was a huge fan of that show as well. I shouldn't say that. He wouldn't like it if I said that. That wouldn't be nice.
Oh, you got some secrets in store?
I have to be careful every now and then because I don't really realize how big my audience is sometimes, and I just blurt shit out, and a lot of times I've had like 1 or 2 occasions where people are like, Matt, you need to learn how to shut your freaking mouth. I'm like, I'm sorry. I just,
Well, sometimes it's nice to just talk, and then you forget that there's people watching.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I like that about my live streams and my fans and stuff. But live streams are not like structured or anything like that. It's basically I just view it as like hanging out with a bunch of my friends. That's basically how I always viewed it. So, pretty much whatever. My life's an open book. But when we start getting into other people's lives, that's when it's like, okay, probably shouldn't go there.
Right.
It's my birthday. Happy birthday!
Woo!
Danny Phantom. Now I'm definitely subscribing. See, there you go.
Oh, geez. I hope they don't see my old Danny Phantom videos.
Oh, we got to go look up your old Danny Phantom videos now.
Nah, they're quite cringy.
You have not watched Have you watched my early stuff?
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, don't. Don't. I mean, like, I mean, you could, but I mean, I would advise you have a doctor on standby because people have been known to get like brain tumors from it. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I was 16 at the time, and I just got my braces put on so I could fit my asses and my teeth, and I did this video game review, but I didn't have the technology to actually record the game, so it was literally just me sitting in my bed playing the game, and you can't actually see the game. It's just me playing the game, and that was horrible.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah, it wasn't very fun. But I leave the videos up to kind of keep like a reminder of like where I've been and how we've come. Because honestly, I would have deleted them a long time ago. I didn't start talking about anime until like 2 years into it.
The struggles you've had to get through to come up where you are today.
This has been a freaking journey. I've been on YouTube for 8 fucking years. That really just blows my mind. Why don't I have 10 million subs yet, people? I deserve that diamond play button. No, I wouldn't want to have the diamond play button. That seems like too much damn responsibility.
Yeah, especially like considering like one person on YouTube who's famous slips up and then they get like persecuted by everyone.
Oh yeah, they do. They're like looked at like under a microscope. Like PewDiePie got really, in trouble for saying the N-word on one of his streams, right? As like he used it as like an expletive, and I'm just sitting there like, he got so much in trouble for that, and I'm like, he's not even close to being the first YouTube gamer that's used the N-word as an expletive, but they're like barrowing down him because he's on the top. So he's like a legitimate celebrity. Like if Robert Downey Jr. came out and said the N-word, people would be like all over that.
Yeah, they only care if you say it and you have money. Basically.
Nuggets. Yeah, he said nuggets. I had some nuggets earlier. I had the, are you a fan of Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
I got the Szechuan sauce today.
Was it everything you ever dreamed of?
I tried it. I had to do, that's because I had the sauce. A fan of mine sent it to me, and I had to go and film that really quick before I could do this. So It was good. It wasn't like orgasmic. Like I have the sauce. I'm like, oh my god, it's so good. But it was pretty decent. It was a really good sauce. They're bringing it back in the winter, like everywhere, from what I hear. So I don't know if they're only bringing it back for a limited run, but apparently it's going to be more, widespread than it was recently. But it was pretty good sauce. Send me some. I only had the one packet. I only had one fan that managed to get one packet.
Oh my god. I don't know what that whole thing was about. They like supplied them with 20 packets or something per store, or in one store.
Yeah,
they had 20 packets.
It was about like that, and some of them. So the whole thing wasn't even really about the sauce. It was about these new like chicken tenders they had, and I think McDonald's looked at the sauce as like an afterthought, like, oh, that's just we'll throw in a new sauce too. So they said they gave out a list. Here's all the McDonald's that have it. Not every McDonald's that listed had it. I know Roger's Base went to one, and he was like live streaming from it. He's like, "There's no sauce." I'm like, "Oh no," and none of them even close to where I live had it. The closest one was like a town called, where State College is.
Yeah.
I forgot you live in Pennsylvania too, so you might be kind of familiar with these locations. There was one in Pittsburgh, obviously, but Pittsburgh's like a 2.5 hour drive for me. I didn't want to drive all the way out there to get sauce. And yeah, so the stores that even did get it only got like 20. So they didn't really... McDonald's was not prepared at all for this. Now, that doesn't excuse... Because there was Rick and Morty fans that were like getting up on the counter and shouting like I'm Pickle Rick.
Oh my god, that guy. He was obviously
funny.
Trolling though.
It was trolling and it was funny to watch, but it was like, imagine, have you ever worked in fast food?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm not even religious, but I'm gonna say a prayer for you.
I've worked at McDonald's.
Oh god. So now put that in your shoes if you were still working there. A guy coming in and just jumping up on the counter and screaming at you, "I want my Szechuan sauce! I'm Pickle Rick!" You're like, fuck, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Oh, man.
I love how that guy Naruto ran out the door, though.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see the Naruto guy.
No, it was the same guy. It's just at the end of the clip, he puts his hands behind his back and just runs out the door.
I didn't see the end of the clip. I think I just saw part of it. There was a guy on YouTube that was talking about just use that clip. But still, I mean, like, yeah. And then there was a bunch of people in the lobby of a McDonald's that just started rioting, like, Szechuan! Szechuan! And the cops got called at one place. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, McDonald's definitely underestimated the Rick and Morty fandom, to say the least.
I thought there was going to be, like, a whole tie-in with it. I thought McDonald's was going to, like, tie up with Adult Swim, and they were going to have, like, the sauce was going to have, like, Rick and Morty jumping out of the freaking portal or something. I thought they were going to go all out with... I mean, it's cool. It's like, it only took 6 months, because that was the April 1st. That was, like, Season 3 premiere when Rick first mentioned it, and, like, the span of 6 months, it got brought back. But... yeah, they did not care much about this. Somebody said it was just ketchup and cream cheese mixed together. It was not. It was not. Although some people stated that it was just the sweet and sour and the barbecue mixed together, and that was it. I can tell you for certain it wasn't. Because I've had Szechuan sauce before. I mean, you could buy it at a grocery store. I mean, it's there. But this was Szechuan sauce, but it was different flavor than what I was used to having.
Would you say it was better, or?
The kind that I bought at Walmart, they only had one kind, and it was like spicy Szechuan. And so this was apparently Szechuan teriyaki that they had at McDonald's, so it wasn't spicy. But it was really good. They both were good. I was like, if I went to like an Asian market kind of place, I could probably get multiple flavors of Szechuan. They probably would have Szechuan teriyaki or whatever. But yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they did it for the Rick and Morty fans, but also it's like it's still a children's place, so it's kind of bad to bring all the Rick and Morty adult fans there.
Like I said,
and their autistic friends.
There's nobody autistic that watches Rick and Morty. What are you saying, Trisha?
I'm sure they're all level-headed people.
Yeah, no. It sucks. It sucks really on both ends, because now there's a shit ton of articles being written. Sauce is just ketchup plus catfish extract. Look it up. I don't have a problem with catfish extract. Was that supposed to I like fish. Is that supposed to disgust me? Even if it is, I'm not saying it is, but even if it is, that that doesn't disgust me. Anyway, damn it, I forgot what I was saying now. Screw you, catfish person. Now I can only think about a catfish. Catfish are saltwater animals that reside in the... Damn it. What was I talking about?
You were talking about articles?
Oh, yeah. There was articles being written about it, and they're all talking about how, like, Rick and Morty fans are just, childish and acting like, they're so intelligent because they watch Rick and Morty. And I'm like, I'm sure not every Rick and Morty fan is like that. In fact, every Rick and Morty fan I've run into is not like that. But I mean, I'm sure there's a few out there that probably think like, yeah, I'm a little bit, I watch Rick and Morty. I know where it's at because they talk about like all the meta humor and parallel universes and the philosophy with how Rick lives his life is so deep and complex that I can, I'm sure there's a people like that. But I'm like, I don't care what show you watch. You can't really watch like one show. Like, I watch this one show, therefore I am on a higher intelligent plane, Like I watch Doctor Who. Do you know Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doctor Who is about philosophy, and they mention things like, parallel universes and stuff, but I don't go around acting like I'm superior because I watch Doctor Who. Yeah.
Right. The Rick and Morty Reddit page is just a clusterfuck of people.
Yeah, it sucks that it turned into that, but, I mean, that's how fandoms go, I suppose.
Yeah, fair enough. I know tons of crazy fandoms that have just derailed into this crazy mess.
Do you like Steven Universe?
Like Steven Universe and Homestuck, Undertale.
I still don't know what Homestuck is even about. It's a webcomic, isn't it? It's a
webcomic, and it's weird, and I don't think it's very well written, but...
Is it written just by one person, or...?
Yeah, it's written by one person. I think there are multiple artists. It was originally done on Miss Paint, so...
How did it get big?
I don't know.
Huh.
I guess people just shared it a lot.
I mean, it might have just been one of those things that went viral.
Yeah.
Only read this comment if your IQ is over 200. Oh, actually, apparently IQ tests are bullshit. And every time I tried to take an IQ test, it was like a bajillion questions, and I just got bored and went away.
Same.
So
IQ tests are absolute crap.
I can tell you my SAT score, which doesn't even make any sense anymore because they changed the whole point system. But back when I took it in 2010, it was 1450. So I don't know if that's good or not. But they changed the whole format of it. I knew a girl that had a 2200 back on the old scale. That girl was a genius. She was like the top of our class.
Yeah. I'd like to think I'm a lot smarter than I am.
I think everybody would like that. I don't think there's a lot of people going around the world thinking that, I wish I was stupid. But, yeah.
Apparently Rick wishes that he was stupid.
Oh, yeah, I guess he does. Yeah, that's another thing. Oh, okay, Trisha, fine. You are so superior to me because you watch Rick and Morty, yes.
Only watch Rick and Morty if you have an IQ of 600 plus.
There you go. That's the criteria. Red Riding Hood for Halloween. I am going to be Robin Hood for Halloween.
No objections here.
Not that I trick or treat, but we give out candy at the store I work at. We have there's like a little plaza, and the whole plaza does like a trick or treat. So I usually, dress up and hand out candy to kids at that. So I went as a vampire one year. So I decided to go as Robin Hood this year.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Although I also ordered a 10th Doctor suit, so I might wear that too. I'm not sure. Depends on how that gets. And I'm doing a Sabo cosplay too. I'm getting a Sabo cosplay together.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
It sounds quite nice.
I looked at it and I'm like, I said it as a joke, I think, first. Like, I'm going to cosplay as, I don't know, Sabo. But then I started thinking, his face is actually not that different from mine if I could just get the curly hair. And a wig. So I got a wig, and his outfit's not that hard. I have a blue shirt, I have the trench coat, I have a belt. All I would really need is I already have the top hat. I would need the goggles, the wig, the little cravat thing he has, and his shirt has a bunch of silver buttons. So I actually got those in the mail today. I'm actually a really good sewer. So
I am not.
Yeah. Hey, you're talking to the Home Economics Award winner from 8th grade. So there you go, yeah. I got these little silver buttons here. I'm just gonna Sew onto his shirt. That should be good. Yes, to the Sabo cosplay. And pipe. Oh yeah, I need to get some pipe too.
Oh my goodness. Are you getting like a foam pipe, or how's that gonna work?
I don't know, Dannphan. I'm just gonna go and like go into like a break into somebody's house, I'm just gonna walk into their basement and just don't mind me, rip out part of their water line and just walk out. It's like, what?
Hey man, I've done worse.
You've done worse, yeah.
For the sake of anime.
You live out near Philadelphia, so I can only imagine the kind of shit you get in West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Yeah. It's a tough life.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be a thug.
Jason X gave me bad dreams last night, but it was worth it. Yeah, we watched Jason X last night. I don't know if you were there for that.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the Friday the 13th film, since it is Friday the 13th?
Yeah. I haven't seen like any of the sequels or anything like that, but I remember the original.
The original, yeah, you're good. The original didn't have Jason, so I'd recommend, if I was going to recommend any of them, I would recommend Part 6, Jason Lives. Because that's kind of like a funny one, and it's got like a really rockin' soundtrack, and that's probably like the best one that I like. But Jason X is cool because it's Jason in space. So we watched that last night. That was fun.
I'll have to put that on my watch later list.
Yeah. My watch later. Go ahead.
I was also going to watch like the original It before seeing the new remake.
I haven't watched the original It in a long time, but I remember being scared of it when I was a kid. Yeah, I remember the first half of it with the children being more terrifying than the second half when the adults were like actually fighting against it. Did you see the remake?
No.
I have not seen it yet.
I was planning to, but
I was planning to twice. My friend wanted me to go see it twice, and I just couldn't. I was busy both times. Did you have any run of bad luck today? Because it's Friday. Other than the fact that you're forced to do this with me. But
I don't know. I had to pick up the dog shit out back.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll ruin a day.
There was a lot.
What kind of dog do you have?
I have 2 dogs. A Beagle mix and a Border Collie mix.
Oh my god, I had a Beagle. They're great.
Yeah,
dogs.
mine's got really short legs. It's adorable.
Yeah. Mine was, I think he was a Beagle crossed with because we don't know because he was a stray, but a Beagle crossed with some sort of like, I don't know, like Greyhound or something. I don't know, but he had longer legs for a Beagle, and he was a great dog. Lucky was good. We have a boxer now. She's cool. She's chill.
That's great.
Yeah.
Everyone always says, "Oh, cats are the greatest," and I'm like, no.
I'm not a cat person. Dogs are like your companions. They love you. Cats are just like tiny tigers that live in your house.
Cats do not give a shit if
no, they don't.
They will eat you.
Yeah, they're just like, fuck it. I'm here. This is my house. This is my zone. I'm doing what I want. Cats get to poo in the house. They get like if they get free reign. Dog does it. We get yelled. So it's like yeah. I want to see all the dogs. Whoa, you froze for a second there. Actually, you're still frozen. Can you hear me?
Did we go offline?
You froze for a little bit. Let me check the... Oh, no, yeah, we dropped some frames there.
I think the clown scared them away.
Oh, we didn't get to see that. Yeah, I guess you seriously must have broke it.
Oh, jeez.
I think we're holding steady, Captain. I think we're good. All right. It's back. Yeah, it's back. Try on the clown mask again, because I don't think anybody got a chance to see it. Oh, dear Lord! The chin is enormous, but oh, dear Lord. You should be part of that crazy clown. Did you get that from the crazy clown epidemic last year?
Oh, my God. How do I forget?
Did you encounter any of them?
Now, what I need to do is I need to go into the theater of people seeing it and just wear this through the whole thing.
I wouldn't do that, considering the last person that wore a clown mask in a theater gunned down a bunch of people.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, remember that? The guy.
I forgot.
The guy in Aurora. Yeah, he was dressed like the Joker when he did it. Yeah.
Strange things are happening.
You're not a mass murderer. Well, I don't know what you get up to, but I'm probably not a mass murderer. Sweet Tooth.
Chat saying.
Sweet Tooth is my favorite clown. I have no idea what that's a reference to.
Sweet Tooth sounds familiar. I feel like I know that.
I don't think that sounds... Oh, have you ever seen a movie called Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
No.
That's from the 80s, man. It's a really crazy title, but it's a trippy movie.
Oh, Sweet Tooth. I know what it's from Twisted Metal. Okay.
Okay.
I remember they had a death battle with Sweet Tooth. That's what I knew it from.
Yeah, I've never seen that. All right, we've got a few super chats here. Bro, give me shout birthday today, and there's an easy way to get contact with you. Trying for months now, still can't get to you. I don't know. Well, what depends. It honestly depends on what you're sending to me. I've made it a point because I can't answer every like a lot of people send me theories about like One Piece. Like, hey Matt, I want to hear your opinion on this theory, and they'll send me like paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs on like their theories, and I'm like, I can't answer all those guys because the problem with that is that I can't like just respond with like, yeah, it's cool. they want to have a conversation with it. They was like, well, can we go on a back and forth and explain how the theory's good or bad or whatever? And I'm just like, I get too many of these. It's just, yeah. So try my fan page or my Twitter, but I mean, it really depends on what you're sending to me. But happy birthday anyway, Saikai07 Kazoku. And then Johnny Sanchez says, also, it's perfect irony in that the stream was my idea in the first place, and I ended up not being able to watch it live. Well, I wonder where you're at. So you're sending me super chats from an undisclosed location right now, but you're not able to actually watch the stream. That's sad. Thank you, though.
Single tier. I told Johnny he would be able to watch it before because I thought we were going to do this later, but...
Yeah, isn't Johnny one of the mods on your thing? Because I always see him around. I see him on my stuff all the time, too. Bro, give me a shout out my birthday. Okay, that's the same guy. Happy birthday, Aaron. That's the cat.
You really wanted that birthday shout out.
He got the birthday shout out. Not a Sausage Fest he's misspelled live stream. Not a Sausage Fest life screen. Sweet. What's a life screen? I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm alive. Alright, I'm good. Blackbeard's Guru no Mi is stored in his inanimate ring on his finger. He figured it out like Vegapunk. You know what? I have read that theory, and I don't have a problem with it, except it's like everybody was flipping their shit. Because the idea of putting a devil fruit into an object is something that's like well known in One Piece. Like, they had the gun in Lasso that had it. Spondum was part of the Marine. Well, he was part of CP, but he had it. Like Funk Freed the sword. So this is common in One Piece. They understand this. So, but the thing is, when Blackbeard had the Guru no Mi, everyone was like flipping their shit. Everyone was like, "This is so weird. This is so unusual for him to do this." And also, if it is stored in his ring, then that would be kind of dangerous, because then someone could just, like, take his ring and then have the power. So I think he did something with his actual body. I don't know what your thoughts on that are.
Well, he said that he could only, like, have 2 powers, so if he could put it in objects, and if his idea was to put it in objects, he could just take multiple objects and have multiple powers.
Did he say he can only have 2?
Yeah. Or at least in the anime he did. I don't
know. Recall that. I don't recall when he said
right
that.
After he got the power, he's like, yeah, but I can only have 2. And people are, like, theorizing
I don't remember that. If anybody out there could reference that, I'll go and look up. There was somebody else, because you get those every now and then. On I don't know if you get on your videos, but people will be like, actually, Tekking, it was explained here and here in One Piece, and I'm like, no, you're dead wrong on that one. I know I know that I'm right on this. Every now and then I'll run across, like, well, yeah, most of the time it's, well, I don't know, because One Piece is such a big manga. But there was this happened with, I did an X-Drake video yesterday, and it was never confirmed when he transforms what dinosaur it actually is, like what the species is, right? We don't know. He never said what it was. And someone left a comment on the video that was like, actually, he said it was a raptor when he transformed. Like, no, he didn't. I have to act like a teacher at that moment. I feel like, no, you're wrong, Sally. Sit down.
Yeah, people need to just stop spreading false information.
No. It's probably not. It's just like they didn't know. Like, you know, they misremembered something. But it's a moment for me to flex my One Piece knowledge at that point. Now it's getting hot. Well, it is kind of 74 degrees in my room. I don't know how hot it's in your room right now.
I don't know.
You don't have.
It was cold in here a minute ago.
You don't have a thermometer? Oh, let me try
Swinging
something.
a thermometer.
I want to see if this would work. This would be funny. Hey, Alexa, what's the temperature in my room right now?
You don't have any smart home devices.
Ah, she can't tell. Okay, Alexa, shut up. Okay. I just wanted to see. Stop flexing, Tekking. Never. Oh yeah, look at that flex.
Everyone's getting jealous of your muscles, Tekking.
Oh yeah, they're
Need to calm down.
I'm super buff, yeah. When I was leaving work today, I had another shirt under my work shirt, so I took off my work shirt and I was putting the other shirt on, and one of my coworkers saw me put on my shirt and like, "Oh my God, Matt, put away your stop exposing yourself." And I'm like, "Oh, you don't want to see these abs I got? This 8-pack I have under here? I am shredded." I'm not. I read somewhere recently that having like a really defined, like, you know how Luffy's abs are? He's got like a 12-pack. You know,
right.
It's like it's like exaggerated. Having abs like that pronounced, like in real life, you know, like having like a 6-pack is actually not super healthy because you like have really dangerously low body fat. So, I don't have this problem.
Abs are nice though.
That's what you're into, huh? Great. Now I need to go and great. There's been a few moments in my life where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buckle down and get abs, and then after a week, I'm like, I don't have abs yet. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Because you gotta on top of exercising every day, you also have to like eat like a certain diet. Like there would be no Szechuan sauce if I wanted abs. No more McDonald's McNuggets.
It is pretty hard to get abs.
I thought Tekking was going to play Friday the 13th. I was thinking about getting the game. Have you played it?
No, I have not.
Yeah. I hear it's good. It's a game, I wish it had like a campaign setting, but it's more of just a co-op kind of thing. Oh, $10 from Pudlusky101. Trish, you should have flew to Matt. I tried to help. Haha. By the way, glad this helped. What this happened? Oh, well, no, thank you. Thank you for the $10. I already forgot your name. I feel so bad. Pudlusky.
Yeah, I think he's the guy who like tweeted to me like, "I'll fly you out to see him," and I'm like, "That's kind of weird."
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool if we could meet one day. Like maybe we go to like the same con or something.
Maybe.
Because there's a bunch of them in like around probably closer to your area than mine. The only one that's really close to mine is there's SetsuCon, which is in State College, and there's Tekko, which is in Pittsburgh, and that's like the only ones around my area.
I mean, I guess the Pittsburgh one isn't that far, but I don't know.
Well, that would be like on the other side of the state for you, but for me, it's like 2 hours. It's like whatever. Am I muted? No, you're not. You're good. I can see you. You're good.
Shouldn't you be able to see if you're muted on the chat?
I don't know, because you'd think they'd be able to figure that out right away if they typed something and they didn't show up. But yeah. Pudlusky is doing you a favor, man. Does he have his own? I wonder if he has his own private jets. Like, I will fly you out on my private jet.
He's secretly a billionaire just trying to help us out.
Yeah, secretly a billionaire just trying to help out the YouTubers, man.
He's a hero.
I want to... how did that get messed up again? I want to fly on a private jet, Trisha. That's my... it's one of my bucket list things. That and visit Australia.
Australia?
Australia! So
it's a specific place.
So I can say shrimp on the Barbie. That's my one. Step off the plane like, oh, I'm going to have some shrimp on the barbie. And then just get back on the plane and leave. Now, I mean, I would like to travel to other countries because I haven't traveled at all. The furthest place I've ever went is like Georgia, so that's not whatever. I've been to New York City a few times, been to DC a few times. I don't travel that much. So I want to go to Australia. I want to go to England, like London, mostly because those countries speak English,
Yeah.
As an anime fan, I have to make the pilgrimage to Akihabara at least one point in my life.
I still have to work on my Japanese.
Yeah, well, I can say a few things in Japanese. I can Eigo no hanasemasu ka, which just means do you speak English? So that's the simplest thing. Oh, but they have those things now. They have those little tab things like you can just translate instantly. Have you seen those?
What do you mean? Like...
It's like a little stick. It's like this big, and you go up to somebody and you hold in a button, and they'll say something like, blah 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 blah, and then you just push a button, it'll translate what they said. Or you could do it your way and be like, hello, where is the closest hotel, and it'll translate in Japanese or whatever.
That's interesting, but I would also be like very wary about trusting my words to be properly translated.
I would stay away from any complex words. I was learning sign language in college once, and we had this moment where we were doing like a simulated speed dating thing. Our professor for sign language was kind of kooky, so she would do things like, all right, everybody's gonna line up on like next to each other, and you're just gonna go rotate down the line and speed date like using sign language. Like you're gonna invent a character, and then like I think my guy was like, I'm a soccer player from England, and I'm like sign languaging whatever. We get to my professor, because she was in it too, so I'm across from my professor signing, and I accidentally asked her, I wanted to ask her, do you have any pets? And instead I asked, do you have a big boobed dog? Now,
What?
listen, first off, I didn't do that on purpose. So you might think like, oh, I'm into boobs, so that's why I did it. No, I didn't even know the sign for boobs. I just found it out completely by accident. And
a happy coincidence.
In case you're curious, it's like this. It's like you have your thumbs in, I just did this. Because somebody told me, oh, this is how you do pet. And I tried to do it and I failed. And then my professor was looking at me like, what? Because at first I was, the way I started it was, do you have big boobs? And then it's like, dog. So she's just like, what? Okay. So she went from being offended to being straight up like, just laughing, and then she repeated it to the whole class, so everyone laughed their asses off.
Oh God.
Man, that was embarrassing. So anyway,
your life is way more interesting.
And the thing that really messed up is the professor. She actually did have rather big boobs. So it's just like, I'm serious. I didn't do this on purpose. I'm not trying to fuck with you. I like you as a professor. It's a good class you're teaching. I'm not trying to mess anything up.
Oh my God.
Oh, this was, yeah. Luckily the class was like right over as I did that, so everyone was like laughing as we were walking out, but whatever. Can you speak any languages or do sign or anything?
Not really. I remember I apparently am the worst at learning another language. I remember being very frustrated at my Spanish teacher in high school.
Oh my God! We have something in common.
You had a bad Spanish teacher?
Yes. And I it's not, I know what you might be saying, people, like, it's not all the teacher's fault, don't blame the teacher, that's, I'm not blaming everything on the teacher, but, okay, maybe your experience was different. Here's how it worked for me. She was an older Spanish lady, and all she did, though, was every day we would walk in and she would give us 2 sheets of paper. One sheet of paper would have nothing but English phrases on it, and the other page would have nothing but Spanish phrases. And all we would do every day is just match up the phrases. Like, she would call on somebody and said, English page line 7, and then you would have to translate it onto the Spanish page, or vice versa. And that's all we did. And I guess her idea was just doing that enough times would get it into your head. It didn't work. And then I failed like every exam in there. She passed me because you needed a 70 to pass. I had a 59. She spotted me 11 points. I shouldn't have passed that class.
Jesus.
That was just Spanish 1. She's passed everybody in Spanish 1. But you know, so what was your experience? Was it something like that, or how did that go?
She was just really callous. I think she just really did like yelling at students for some reason. Like,
so yours was straight up like hey guys, what's bitch in Spanish?
I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but like she gave lectures sometimes when people didn't do good on the quiz, and she was like, "You should do better. You should pay more attention. You guys are lazy."
Really?
And,
we
like,
should do better? I never thought of it that way. I thought we were supposed to fail these tests.
it was terrible.
Okay, it's
I hated her
apparently
guts.
it's either puta or pera. I guess puta might be the male and pera might be the female. I don't know. Yeah, but no, okay. So you basically had a puta, but our Spanish teacher was nice. She's retired now, but she just wasn't that great of a teacher. And the next level Spanish teacher, I knew she was a little bit more, you know, hardcore. Like she would not pass you if you sucked, and she would be a little bit more direct about it. So I didn't sign up for Spanish, and they told me, they said the Spanish 1 teacher, she kind of pulled me aside the last day of class, and she's like, "So Matthew, where do you want to go to college?" And I'm a freshman at this point. I'm a freshman in high school. I'm not fucking thinking about college, and I'm just like, I don't know. I want to go to Penn State. And she's like, "You cannot get into Penn State without a foreign language." Like, waving. I remember that. Like, "You cannot get into Penn State without a foreign language." And I was like, oh, okay. And so I forgot about it completely. Finished out the rest of high school, went to community college for 2 years, finally went to my university, and then finally, like 8 years after that Spanish class, they told me, "Yeah, you have to take a foreign language to pass." And I'm like, okay. So I took ASL, because that was at least something different, which I was all right at ASL. I don't really remember anything like that now, but I learned it better than I did Spanish. I'm not really that great at that.
Yeah, I think I was going to get a D in Spanish, but I did some extra credit and I pulled it up to a C.
Mm-hmm.
So I did okay, I guess.
You're good. This is the point where I'm gonna tape my mouth shut, so I, like we did last, to give you, because I feel like I'm talking a lot again.
Why do you always feel like you're talking too much?
Because I feel like I'm talking too much. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Everyone's not yelling at you for talking too much.
That's true. This is my channel, though, so maybe that might be like audio problems. I think we're good. I haven't had a lot of people complaining.
Why is everyone saying that the audio has problems?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe some people. I feel like every time they encounter a problem, they instantly think it's on my end. Which that happens to me too, where I'll be watching. I was watching a podcast the other day, and all of a sudden my chat box just disappears. So I was instantly thinking, "Oh, it must be these podcast people's fault." And then I just refresh the page and it popped back up. I'm like, "Oh, okay, that was my bad." Closer to the mic, homie. I'm not your homie. I can't really move any closer to the mic because it's on the edge of my desk, but. Yeah.
I have a better mic. I've just been using my laptop. I don't know. I could put my face straight to it.
Is this your laptop mic?
Yeah, this is my laptop mic.
This is actually really clear.
Yeah, I like it, actually.
Wait, do you have a MacBook?
I got a MacBook Pro.
That's what, okay. When we did a live stream with me and Casey, we used her MacBook, and it came in pretty clear. But any other laptop I've had, because I've never had a MacBook, but they're all shit. They're just all, webcams and the microphones are both shit.
Yeah, I remember I actually have a Windows computer. It's just lying here. I haven't used it in years. That's what this desk was originally for, and I just pop up my MacBook. I have no need for Windows any longer.
Yeah, we had Macs all at my college, and I'm used to using Mac, but we had to edit everything in my classes with Final Cut, and I don't know if you've ever edited with Final Cut or anything. But it's not fun. And there's so many times when I went up to my professor and I'm like, "Please, Donna, can I just edit using my software? I would get this shit done in like 2 days." And she was just like, "No, you got to use the same as everyone else because that's not fair." And I'm like,
So
Darn.
we would have like a 45-minute final video thing we'd have to do for this one class, like final project, and it would take me 5 hours in this basement at my school editing this on a Mac, and I'm like, oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All the editing or all the programs in the college I'm going to, it's all like Adobe and then other stuff, I guess.
Are you going for like editing?
I'm getting a multimedia degree.
Okay,
so
that's cool.
around that line.
Yeah, I went for communications, where the college I went wasn't, its comm department wasn't great, but it was pretty good. I really didn't want to move out. I didn't want to move to like a dorm or anything, because that meant I couldn't do this anymore. Because I feel like if I was living with somebody in a dorm, they'd be like, hey dude, could you just shut up and not do anything for like 20 minutes while I film a video? And I did this like every day. He would probably like, no.
Yeah, that would be really awkward.
Yeah, no.
I remember I spent like two weeks in Moore College of Art before getting out of there, and I was in a dorm with someone, and we never talked to each other ever, not once. We just ignored each other.
I wouldn't like that. I like to have my own space. I would like to be able to come back after like a day of classes and work, and I would like just to like relax. And I don't think I could really relax in a tiny ass dorm room with like somebody else like watching TV on the bottom bunk, and I just lay on the top bunk like, you know.
Yeah.
$10, 10 Russian rubles from Ray. That's not probably rubles. It's probably something else, but I always forget what it is. Why said that the Marines would kill Kaido, give him 2 devil fruits if it was... Oh! Okay. Well, okay, so here's the problem with that. Okay, so I mentioned in a video, I said if you explode if you eat more than 1 devil fruit, right? If you're a normal person, right? You explode. So I'm like, okay, why don't you just use that with Kaido? Because apparently Kaido is indestructible. He's been captured by the Marines before. Why don't the Marines just force feed him 2 devil fruits and have him explode? So that's why I was thinking maybe that you don't actually explode when you eat. Maybe it's a lie that they're just telling people.
And I think that's an interesting theory.
Yeah. And people are saying, well, why don't you just give him 1 devil fruit and then just shove him in the water? Here's the problem with that. It's that that doesn't kill you. It's the devil fruit getting... If you're a devil fruit user and you get knocked in the water, that doesn't immediately, like, kill you. It's just that it doesn't even necessarily mean you'll lose consciousness. It's just you can't move. It's like you get your power drained from you. You can't move that well. And since Kaido is already indestructible, you probably can't kill him with drowning. I would assume you can't drown him. Considering he jumped from a sky island like 10,000 feet in the air and crashed down. It was 10,000 meters, 30,000 feet. Yeah, it was 30,000 feet in the sky, and he didn't die. So you could probably try to drown him. It probably wouldn't even work. Yeah.
He just can hold his breath for eternity.
Well, the dude is like, I don't think we've gotten a height on Kaido. I don't think we've gotten how tall he is, but he's easily like 40 or 50 feet. He's like the size of a giant, easy.
Oh, yeah.
So the lung capacity on that dude alone. Tekking, do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't. Kaido gonna float. Tekking, I think you need a new mic. This is the same mic I use for all my videos and everything. It might be because I'm using the mic for the stream and also over Skype. Maybe it's leveling out weird. Actually, let me pull up Skype and let me see if damn it, I fucked. It's okay. It's okay. I'm good. I have to keep readjusting the thing here.
Technical issues.
You keep getting tiny.
No.
That was so cute. No. Do you read Promise Neverland?
No.
You should.
Is it good?
It's good, yeah. You know, it's about a bunch of kids living in an orphanage. They're all happy. It's actually a really good feel-good kind of manga.
That might be the only story of kids living in an orphanage and being happy.
Yeah, seriously. You know what? It's funny because you think something's going to go really bad at first, but it's not. It's just like a slice of life of just kids living in this orphanage. It makes you feel good about it.
No. Everything okay?
Yeah, no, everything's fine, yeah. I'm trolling you, by the way. It's very dark.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a delay on the video, so I can't
okay.
always tell what's going on back there.
Yeah.
I'm basing this mostly off of sound and then seeing it later.
How many schmeckles do you want for that Brooke poster? About 45 schmeckles.
Schmeckles.
Schmeckles!
That's my favorite form of currency.
I haven't watched the season 1 Rick and Morty in a long time. I should go back to season 1. Yeah. I'll take you down there for 45 schmeckles.
That is actually a perfect impersonation.
Yeah, I like Justin Roiland does so many voices on that show, and so does I forget his name. I want to say it's Tom Kenny. That's it. The guy that voices SpongeBob.
Tom Kenny does a million voices.
Yeah, he did. He did. From season 2 when they were doing the episode with all the crazy characters. He voiced Pencilvester.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, he was Pencilvester. Hey, Rick, come look at me. I'm Pencilvester. You know, does SpongeBob obviously. But yeah.
Oh man,
Tekking,
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that now.
Yeah, he was in Rick and Morty a lot. Tekking, what do you think about the next chapter of One Piece? I don't know because it's not out yet because it's on break this week. But I'm gonna assume that it's Sanji making a dope ass cake.
They need to get a giant fan and just blow the scent towards Big Mom's way,
really.
so she'll come running that way.
That actually doesn't sound like a bad idea, really. I'm just wondering how many times like Luffy's gonna get his ass kicked in this fight. Like he's just gonna sit in that mirror world for 10 hours, just continuously getting his ass kicked. Like I mean, that sounds like something Luffy would do for his crew, but man,
it's brutal.
Yeah. You missed a
I'm kind of hoping that there's some kind of weakness that he's going to figure out.
I hope so. If not a weakness, something that he could just use to exploit to get away.
Right.
Who will the last one standing in top Dragon Ball be? You mean the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball. Do you watch Dragon Ball Super?
I watched a little bit. I'm not updated, though.
Right. Well, they're in this massive, like, universal tournament right now. And I don't really know, because any number of things could happen. Like, the tournament could always, like, end early. Because I think the Grand Priest is evil. I think he's going to do something. If I had to say, I would just say, you know, it's Goku or Vegeta or Jiren or Hit, Frieza, you know, one of those people that are left remaining. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as just, like, the tournament's going to end, and then let's say Goku wins and Universe 7 saved and all the other ones get erased. And I don't think it's going to be ending like that. Let's see. Do you think Gear 5th will be the final gear? I don't think it will be, but I'm 50-50 on that. Because I think Gear 5th might be his awakening, and then you're really not a lot of places to go from there.
Yeah, I kind of wonder how they're going to present Luffy learning Awakening.
I don't know. Because he had Rayleigh to help him out with hockey. You'd figure maybe when they go to Wano, maybe they'll run into somebody at Wano that has that has an awakened devil fruit. Because so far, everybody that Luffy's met that had an awakening fruit has been an enemy, like Doflamingo, and I'm basically sure that Katakuri's fruit is awakened, considering all the crazy wackadoodle stuff he can do with it. I want to say probably is.
I always assumed it would be Wano, but a lot of people think that he's going to awaken it in like the middle of the Katakuri fight, which sounds way too early for me.
It will awaken when Kaido kicks his ass. No Jason Voorhees on sub. I'm wearing the shirt. What more do you want? I'm not gonna do a whole cosplay of Jason Voorhees. That would be hot as hell to wear that in this room. I went as Jason once. I think like one of the last times I went trick-or-treating as a kid, I went as Jason.
I don't remember what I went as the last time, but I think it was an anime character.
Fair enough.
I think I remember like getting that weird hairspray stuff that like
Yeah.
turns your hair a different color
I have
rather
some of
than
that
just
stuff.
getting a wig.
I have some of that over there. I was gonna dye my hair black for something.
I think I can make the black hair work. Maybe. It's just like it's the stuff you can just get it at Dollar Tree. It's just like the temporary stuff.
Right. It was super crappy though.
Do you know what it was?
What?
Oh, your costume, what it was. You just said it was an anime.
Oh. You ever watch Elfen Lied?
Yes!
It's the
Did you go
best emo anime there is.
Did you go to No, okay, yeah, it totally was. But did you go as Lucy?
Yes, I did.
That is adorable. Did you go? No, well, did you go as Murder Lucy or New?
I guess both. I don't know.
Technically, well, I mean, yeah, I mean.
If it's Halloween.
Let me clarify. Did you have short hair at the time or long hair?
Short or hair? It was like middle-ish.
Yeah. Okay. I want to say that's more like Lucy at the end of the series when she wasn't like a super murder, killer or anything. I loved Elfen Lied. Elfen Lied was like one of the first. I think I still have it like easily accessible here. Yeah. Give it a second; it'll appear because there's a delay for you. But yeah, this was like one of the first anime box sets I ever bought.
Oh my god, this delay is really far back.
Wow, that is bad.
Maybe I should refresh the page.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the thing.
I'm getting bored. Bye. Mer. Tekking's going as Hitler this year. No. It sucks though for anybody. That mustache that Hitler had used to be a fashionable mustache. Charlie Chaplin used to have the mustache. But now Hitler, because of him, nobody can wear that mustache for the rest of time. Fuck you, Hitler.
You ruined the mustache for everyone.
The mustache.
You know what? We shouldn't let Hitler have good mustaches.
Yeah, screw you. We're taking our mustache back. He's dead now. Well, I mean, he's a cyborg, but nobody knows about that. Trump's Halloween costume would be Hitler. Now I'm picturing Trump as a Hitler costume, and it does seem funny. He's Fat Hitler.
Oh my god.
Do you read the sourest of lemonies? I don't read a lot of lemon fanfiction. I don't read a lot of fanfiction in general unless I'm making a video about it. Are you into fanfiction-y kind of stuff?
I used to be. There was a phase.
I think every teenage girl that loved anime went through that phase.
There's a lot of porn fanfictions out there.
Oh, really? I haven't noticed. I used to do a series about that. I read back when I was doing Bleach, I did an Ichigo and Rukia one, and then an Ichigo Orihime. Then I started branching out and did Ichigo and Byakuya, which was, going into the yaoi part of it. And I think I also did an Ichigo Grimmjow one, too. Yeah.
People are so weird.
Yeah. Oh, man, I remember when I did the Ichigo Byakuya one, there was a dude that left, he was furious. He was like, Tekking, I have watched your channel for so long, but now you're straight up revealing pornography? I'm like, I'm literally just sitting in my chair reading a fanfiction. I'm not showing anything. Ichigo rammed it right up Byakuya's, that's descriptive, that's explicit, but it's not straight up porn. I'm not actually showing it. No, he was he was indignant. He was just like, I am unsubscribing from this filth. I'm like, okay, buddy, okay, you have fun.
Apparently some of my subs wanted me to live react to some weird hentai.
I mean, if it gets the views. How many subscribers are you up to? Let me see. I'm gonna go pull this up. Social Blade it. I love Social Blade. Do you use Social Blade?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's when you get higher up there, it's very useful for you because it lets you know about everything. You see, you're ranked C plus.
Woo.
Got a C plus. Okay.
Well, I am up by quite a bit now.
Yeah, you got, according to this, you went up 93 subs today. You're up to 9694. That's not good enough, though, people. Oh, no, now it jumped to 9701. Okay. You got 299 subscribers left. Description, card, go sub. Do it. I'll do a funny dance if you do it, all right? Not now. I don't know when, but I will do a funny dance.
Now, what would you clarify as a funny dance?
You know, like, I could be in the middle of a One Piece review, like, in the middle of, like, talking about a character, like, you know, and in this chapter, Katakuri really beats the shit out of da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, you know, and just, like, I don't know, put my tie on my head, or I have a bunch of funny hats. I have costumes, I could do something crazy.
Now I'm excited.
Now I'm gonna do that. I don't know if it'll be at a random point in the next review where I'll be in the middle of just talking, where I'll just, you know, do a quick jump cut, and I'll be wearing like a cape and a horse head, and I'll just be doing a random dance, and no one's gonna understand the context of that. I never read a single chapter of Bleach, Blood War arc. I just know the entire history through you. P.S. I just cut myself by shaving. It is Friday the 13th, so I had a can of oranges fall on my head today. You cut yourself shaving. It happens. Just be glad it wasn't a car accident and you're good.
Oh, God. Now you made me nervous about going out.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You drop that cup and it just shatters, or it just spontaneously explodes. I saw I mean, this is technically true, but it's not going to happen, probably. It's very unlikely. I saw, like, a news story I was flipping through Facebook that was like, the Yellowstone supervolcano is going to erupt, wiping out all life on the planet. And
Oh,
I'm like,
Jesus.
well, that is true, technically, that there is a supervolcano under Yellowstone, and if it did erupt, it would pretty much completely kill, like, half the United States. But, you know, I mean, like, probably not going to happen today.
Oh, my God. I don't like those types of news stories. They make me so nervous.
Yeah, I mean, like, that would be a shitty way to do that. Like, if the volcano erupted, because that would, like, tank the U.S. economy. There'd be so many refugees everywhere. That would be a really shitty way for the world to end. I would prefer meteor. You know, just the meteor just coming down of decent size and just wipes out everything pretty much right away.
Just like the dinosaurs.
Yeah, just like the dinosaurs. Man, I didn't know I have a lot of paleontologists in my audience, apparently, because I was talking about dinosaurs yesterday because X-Drake, and there was I think I mentioned this pterosaur as a dinosaur. It's like, it's not a dinosaur, it's a pterosaur. I'm like, okay, sorry.
What a weird thing for people to be upset about.
I don't know. Because it was a thing called a Quetzalcoatlus, which is like, basically think of a pterodactyl, but just way bigger. It has like a wingspan of like 37 feet, so it could like just swoop out of the sky and just gobble you up in one bite and just fly away. And it was this huge thing. But it was not a dinosaur, it was a pterosaur, Trisha. So remember that. I feel bad for the people.
You can't...
Go ahead. You okay?
You can't say anything without triggering everyone.
Oh, no. No, it's fine. I just didn't know I have a lot of paleontologists in my audience. It's crazy. Are you always this cringe around girls? Yeah, pretty much. See, probably the cringiest part of it is I don't think I'm that cringy right now. Am I cringy, Trisha?
I don't know. You seem normal to me.
See, like, I don't know where it comes from. Like, I've been on YouTube 8 years. This cringy shit didn't start popping up until, like, the last year and a half, 2 years. That's when people started really popping out and saying, you know, oh, man, Tekking, we love you. You're so cringy. I'm like, I thought I was just normal up till this point. When did this all happen? I've been on YouTube for 5-6 years. No one's ever said it up until now. Maybe just the word didn't exist up till that point, you know?
The only thing I classify under cringe is really bad puns.
Are you going to be able to get out of this stream in one piece? I don't know.
No.
Okay. That's the only pun I got because a fan of mine sent me a letter today, and that had a One Piece pun in it. The money has disappeared from my bank account Friday the 13th. I sent a super chat of $20 and the live stream ended before it even came on. It might have been processed before... It might have been processed before the stream ended or even after the stream ended. Because... I don't know, because the chat stays open sometimes. Even after I end the stream, the chat is still active for a little while. I don't know if you could have a super chat go through. If you want me, I mean, if you said something you wanted me to, like, read, I can read that here. But, getting refunds on super chats are, like, a bitch. I think it's possible, but you have to do it within, like, a certain amount of time, like, right after. I'm not sure how it works.
I wouldn't even bother going through that. Yeah. Unless it was, like, a lot of money and you really need it back.
That is true. Whatever happened to law teching? P.S. I'm working on Grimjow costume. Oh, that's cool. Law teching will come back at Wano because that's when Law will show back up in the story. I already made a deal. Every chapter Law shows up in, I have to do the review as law teching. So yeah.
Oh, is that the rule?
Yeah, it's the rule now. I have like 3 different Law costumes too. I have a hoodie, I have a shirt, and I also have the outfit he wore on Punk Hazard. So I have a lot of Law shit. And 2 hats too.
Right, 1 pre-time skip, 1 post.
Actually, no, they're both post. One of them is
they're both post.
Yeah, because one of them is like super, super poofy, and it's really comfortable. But it's like so poofy, it's kind of hard to stay on my head, and it falls. It's like more of a pillow than it is a hat. The second one I got is just a hat. Yeah. I never read a single chapter. I already read that one. Yeah, I already read these. Okay. He is known for bad buns. Oh, not bad puns.
Bad buns.
Tell her she's cute. Michelle Diaz says you're cute.
Yay!
There you go. Let's see. That's okay. That's, ignore that. On a scale of 0 to 10, how old is your ideal girl? I'm not into 10-year-olds. So, he said on 1 to 10. I'm not into that age range. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a weird question.
Yeah,
isn't it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the age of your girl? I mean, like, maybe he was just trying to be funny for that. Have you ever read Overlord? No, I haven't. But the one I'm obsessed with right now is Drifters. That's what I'm like watching right now. I don't know if you've ever watched Drifters.
I think I reacted to 1 episode.
Drifters is pretty good because I love Hellsing, and it's Halloween, so I'm like watching Hellsing again. And Hellsing Ultimate Abridged by Team 4-Star. Have you ever watched that?
Yeah, I think I saw a couple episodes.
Yeah, that's some really good stuff. And episode 8, they only put out like 1, maybe sometimes 2 of those a year, because each episode of Hellsing Ultimate's like an hour long, so abridging it is like 15-20 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but they're coming out with the 8th episode tonight. It's going to live stream at Twitch at 7 o'clock Eastern time, so I'm pumped for that tonight.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. No Peace chapter. Yeah, I know, it sucks. I watched Black Clover was good today. I didn't care much for My Hero Academia because I was expecting more action, and we got like that backstory thing, which, I mean, it was alright. I just was expecting something else.
Yeah, eventually I'm gonna switch over to the manga, and everyone's like trying to tell me not to.
Do you? Well, I mean, like, look, I like My Hero Academia. Sometimes it goes a little bit too in-depth with the world they're in. Like, I love world building, but there's, like, there's times when they'll be sitting around a table talking about, like, okay, so why can't we do this? Like the whole point of this arc is, like, they're invading this, like, I don't want to spoil it, because do you read it weekly? I guess not.
No. I was updated on the manga.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but basically,
the
they need to get in this building to find something. The heroes need to get in this building where they think these criminals are operating. And if this was any other shonen manga, it would just be like lock and load, break in, and just have the fucking fights. In My Hero Academia, it's like we need to sit around and we need to talk about, like, okay, the legality of this is how do we get the search warrants for the... I'm like, like, all right, fine, sure, okay. But,
sometimes they spend too much time explaining
I get
why
it.
they have to do what they
I
have
understand
to do.
why they're doing it, because it's like, this is our world, except imagine what our world would be like, except if people had superpowers. They would have to be laws. There would have to be regulation on all this stuff. It has to be, carefully set. And I'm like, yes, but I'm not here to reveal, like, I'm not watching C-SPAN, okay? I just, I'm in school, people saying the 13th is the unlucky day. Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, it depends if you believe in all that. My boss's grandmother was born on Halloween. She was very superstitious, and she died on Friday the 13th. So it's
My God.
stuff like that. You gotta, like, well, maybe she was just so scared of the events, it's like she died because she was, like, Hello from the UK. Hello.
Hola.
Can you do a British accent?
I feel like I can't.
I know so many people that can do it so easily, like it comes second nature, and I can't do one. I could do kind of like a Scottish one, but only when I'm like, "What are you doing, you daft bastard?" But that's like a really kind of like drunken Scot sort of thing.
Apparently, a lot of people who do British accents, British people will hear them, and they'll be like, "Yeah, that's not real."
Yeah, I mean, the Scottish thing I just did just now. Probably Scottish people like, "Oh my God, Tekking, dear God, don't ever talk like that if you come here." Hey, my family is Scottish, so therefore I have the Scottish accent. The Crawford clan goes back to the wee old days of old in the Emerald Isle. Wait, that's Ireland. Fuck. Wait, am I Scottish or Irish? I think I'm a little bit of both, but I think I'm mostly Scottish.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, Scotland and Ireland are the same. I think of the same place when I think of it.
I don't know why I'm still drinking this tea. It's cold as shit.
I love iced tea.
It tastes like dirt, but it tastes like good dirt, like expensive dirt.
You can go get a drink. It's okay. I do that all the time. I just like, hey guys, just hold on for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna go get tea, feed my fish, whatever.
Yeah, but then I feel awkward coming back and everyone's just silent.
We're just staring at you. Do you think who do you think is the strongest character in One Piece? Buggy, right? Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, come on now. Buggy does have the unique power of oratory, like to bring people to his cause, to make him believe all his bullshit.
He's got Luffy's power.
Yeah, really.
Gets everyone to
does.
join him.
I mean, he really does. I mean, I think it might be something limited to the will of D, the same way that like Blackbeard got all the people to his cause, the same way how Ace, had all these people rally to his cause and everything like that.
Mm.
Let's see. I thought we were gonna get more people on this. I thought we were gonna break 1,000 for this thing. We're hanging out about the same number we usually get, about 800.
Yeah.
Do you read a journal by Buggy the Clown? Would you read a journal by Buggy the Clown? Sure, I guess.
I'd love to hear his perspective on how things actually are
Yeah,
going.
really. Like, oh man, so I was in Impel Down, right? Then all of a sudden, freaking Straw Hat breaks in, and thus my tale of adventure begins. Tekking is talking to a girl. I know, it's crazy, right?
You have other girlfriends, right?
Oh yeah, so many. Well, I'm cursed. I have that curse where every girl I meet, like, that I could even potentially, like, oh, she's kind of cute. Maybe I'll try to make something happen. They always have committed relationships. It's not even like, oh, I've been dating a guy for a few weeks. No, it's always like, oh, yeah, I'm engaged, and I've been engaged for, like, 2 years. I'm like,
Oh my
shit.
God.
Like, there was a girl. We just hired a new girl at Dollar Tree. Her name is Kayla, and she's really pretty. And as soon as her interview was over and my boss hired her, I asked my boss, like, so, did you find out if she was single? And she's like, no, she's engaged. I'm like, shit! Well, back to square one. This has happened a lot, and this has happened a ridiculous amount of times. I lost track, but it's been easily over a dozen or so times that this has happened in a row. It's been absurd.
You're never gonna get a date for Saturday, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's tomorrow now. I'm off. I mean, yeah, it sucks. Hey, Trish, you want to fly out?
Just get on a plane.
Just get on the plane or take a train. I always want to take a train. I want to take a train somewhere.
Train's not that great.
Not that great. I've never been in one. I want to go to Umicon, which is in Detroit. So I might get shot, but no. Seriously though, I know a few people that live in Detroit, and do you know the Elite Ace?
No.
He doesn't make videos all that much anymore, but he was really big with Bleach back when it was around. More so on I would say 2012, 13, 14. That's when he was really active. But he lives in Detroit, and he goes to Umicon every year, and he was telling me about it. It's great. So I was thinking okay, I really don't feel like driving all the way to fucking Detroit. That's probably a 4 or 5 hour drive for me. And I also don't want to take a plane either because it's not that far. So I was thinking maybe I could take a train or something to Detroit. I don't know. I live in Detroit. See, that person could show me around. There you go. I got a contact.
You gotta know people.
Yeah.
That's how you get. That's
kinda,
how you live.
It's kind of cool about the YouTube thing where I have, I could go to probably every major city in the world, and there would probably be at least 1 or 2 fans, that would be into, I don't know, showing me around or whatever. So I kind of have contacts. That's cool. And
I would be kind of scared to meet fans in person, though.
People have said, well, yeah, they might also try to, hey, Tekking, come back to my house. But I'm you can't kill me, because if you do, you're not getting any more video content. That's when they freaking go all jigsaw, chain me up in their basement, put a video camera in front of me, and, make the videos. I don't want to do it anymore. Make the videos, talk about One Piece. Hey, everybody, Tekking101 here. Oh, it's like that movie Misery. Did you ever see Misery?
No.
It's a Stephen King movie. It's about a writer that gets in an accident, and he gets saved by a avid fan of his, an obsessive fan, and the fan forces him to write a book. It's demented. It's pretty fucked up. Take the Greyhound. I don't want to take a bus.
Yeah, buses usually are not that good.
I thought about that. I do not want to take a bus from here all the way to freaking Detroit. I would take either a plane or a train. But the plane would be I guess I could take a plane, but it's,
Planes are such a bitch. It's such a bitch at the airport.
Like I said, because you gotta fuck around with, TSA and everything like that. And, it just seems because I would get on the plane at Pittsburgh, and so Detroit to Pittsburgh, that's, like I said, that's not that far. So I would get there quick. It just seems like so much hassle for not a, Buses are fun, though. Yeah. No, they're not. No, they're not. Buses are
How
never
are they
fun.
What a weird comment.
Yeah. Greyhounds
Buses
aren't
are fun.
School buses aren't fun. Party buses aren't fun. Buses are never fun.
Although some buses do have movies that they show.
Yes. In fact, when I was going to New York one time, they played The Bourne Identity, and that got me that was my introduction into Matt Damon. That got me really into Matt Damon movies.
Not an entire loss, then.
No, that worked, yeah. Matt Damon's pretty cool. I liked him. Detroit, the bomb. You gotta hit Texas de Brazil. Oh, Detroit's the bomb. You gotta hit Texas de Brazil. I don't know if that's a bar in Detroit or if that you want me to see Texas and Brazil, but those are kind of distant. Pedro is not confirmed dead. I would really be disappointed if Pedro turned out to be alive.
Yeah, I don't want him to pull a Pell.
No, don't pull a fucking Pell. He shows up at the end, he's missing an arm, he's got a badass scar now, but otherwise he's I'm fine, I can still sword fight with one arm.
'Tis only a scratch.
Yeah, 'tis only a scratch. He's gonna die anyway, he had his soul ripped out by Big Mom, so he would die anyway.
Yeah. I think people are just disappointed they didn't get to see him fight more.
Nami cosplay. Well, she can do the Nami cosplay if you get her to 10,000.
You have to work for the Nami cosplay.
Work for it, guys. Hold on, let me check where you're at now. Let me refresh that. Anime. What's hashtag Pedro return? No, hashtag Pedro funeral. What would you think if Bon Clay joined the Straw Hats? That would be extremely awkward for everybody involved, I think. I could see
Sanji would threaten to leave the crew.
I would see him going around and just messing with people constantly. Like, he would go up to Usopp and turn into Frankie and then pretend to be Frankie. He would go up to Sanji and turn into Robin and pretend to be Robin. I could see a lot of hilarity with that, actually, honestly.
Everyone would get super pissed and then just throw him off the boat.
Yeah, really.
I could see it, though.
You're up to, okay, now 9,750, so you went up 50 subs since the last time. Good.
Woo.
I'm trying.
We gotta push them
I'm trying
subs,
to use
guys.
my YouTube clout. I swore not to use my YouTube power for evil, except for my self-gain, except for Szechuan sauce and getting you subscribers. Sanji would be traumatized for life again. Yeah. What if Luffy died? Then that would pretty much be the end of the story then.
Roll credits.
Kaiser Kaoni, Orua. Nope. Nope. Stories. No, the story just like it's like the presidential line of Succession. It just, okay, Luffy's dead, so now we just defer to Zoro's dream about becoming the greatest swordsman. So that's just the new main character, which I would be fine with that. The main character just becomes Zoro. Which is good because he's not even in the series right now.
Apparently they want you to cosplay as Nami.
I said I did that Nami discussion video, and that actually got pretty good hits, and I pretended at the beginning I might have been doing it. Like, off camera, I was like, oh, this bra is so tight. And I finally get on camera, like, I didn't wear it. I was just like, oh, I'm just fucking with you. But hey, if we get to okay, I'll cut you guys a break. Now, I used to say as a million, maybe 500,000, and we'll see. I'll just, because Nami's, I don't know how you did the cosplay, but because you can't just, did you just buy Nami's like bikini thing, or did you have to make it yourself? Because I don't really know.
You want me to spoil my secrets?
Okay, we'll wait until the big reveal. I don't want to spoil it here. I'm just saying, I don't know how that works, but I'm not that great with cosplay, like building stuff from scratch and shit.
Yeah, usually it's good when you can find something that you already have.
That's what I always look for, yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it's not something too complicated, like Sabo's goggles, right? So his goggles are like on his top hat. And I can't find, because his goggles are like shaped like hexagons. They're like weird. They're not like circular goggles or like square goggles. So I was looking around, and instead of actually making goggles, somebody actually showed that you can just take foam and like blue like paper and just literally just glue the foam to the top hat and make it look like the goggles are there. And I thought, you know what? That actually makes sense, because I wouldn't be wearing the goggles. Because think about that. You have goggles on a top hat. I mean, like, you would have to, like...
it's not like you can
you'd
pull
have to
them
grab
down.
you couldn't just put them over your eyes. You'd have to take them off the hat first and take off the hat, put the goggles on, put the hat back on. That would just be a pain in the ass. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I bought makeup today at Walmart for, in like the Halloween section, like
okay.
Like burn makeup and like body paint, because I have
for the scar.
Yeah, for the scar on his right side. Yeah. No, I just like to, I the autumn colors are out, and I hear.
Gotta look tip-top shape.
Yeah, I do. Do you think Luffy's mom is dead? I don't think she's dead, and I think that Luffy's mom is gonna... Because if they're gonna go out of their way to reference Luffy's dad, they're gonna reference Luffy's mom.
I heard in an SBS that Oda never actually planned anything for Luffy's mom.
That's funny, because what I heard from an SBS is that he might have been joking about this, because Oda does that too sometimes, but he mentioned that his mom was also a revolutionary, but I would also have to... Like, he made it seem like, oh, we've already seen her. She's just she's a background character in one of the revolutionary scenes,
Yeah, I saw that.
Which would make sense. I would say either she would be a revolutionary. If she's not a revolutionary, she would be dead. Because I don't see any other reason, like, oh, we just land on a random island and there's Luffy's mom all of a sudden, and be like, what?
Yeah, either one or the other is fine with me.
Yeah. Do you hate your job? I love my job. What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Currently unemployed.
Currently unemployed? Oh, okay.
Just currently.
Well, YouTube. Are you making any money off YouTube? I know you can't talk about how much, but...
Maybe every, like, 5 months.
Okay, that's... Hey, look. I have my first check from YouTube over there on the wall. I was on YouTube for 3 years before I got a paycheck, and it was only, like, $130. And then I would get, like, every 3 months, I would get, like, another $100. So it was, like, a nice little bonus. But then it was every 2 months, and then every month. And then it just was consistently getting bigger, so... Gotta stick with it.
Right.
You gotta stick with it, kid. You're gonna be a star. Straight to the top. Number 1. I am jobless as well. Sorry for you. I believe in you, random person.
All the random jobless peoples.
Teching for Ivankov cosplay. Oh my god, that would just be so much work.
Oh my god.
I mean, you'd have to get the fishnets, you'd have to make that leotard thing. I don't even know where you get a blue afro.
Let me tell you what. That would be the ultimate way to scare people at your store.
It would be terrifying. I paint the thing, get the mascara thing on my eyes, and then just walk up with a blue lipstick and just walk up to people and just shout, hee-haw! I would get arrested if I did that. I would get arrested as a creepy clown if I did that. Stop asking awkward questions. Have you been here pretty much? You know how many people, I've been ignoring it so far, but like every single like 10 seconds people ask me to ask you out. So that's not awkward already.
Everyone is shipping us.
We were prepared for this walking. We're aware of what you guys, we're aware of how you guys think. We're not stupid.
And I used to think there were like no male shippers, but most of your audience is male, so.
Yeah, it's like 96%. There was a point when I was at like 90. It was like 90-10, and I was thinking maybe I should try to get a bigger female demographic, and I tried for a little while. But then it just kept getting like widening the gap. It was like 95. Now it's like 96. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm talking about shonen, you know. I think even beyond just the fact that I talk about boobs a lot is just I talk about shonen. So, I mean, it's going to be more aimed toward men anyway by a base. So just, yeah. But there's not a lot of females even talking about anime on the internet. So it's good that you're doing what you're doing. I could think of maybe like 4 or 5 off the top of my head, but that's it.
Yeah, I can think of like 1. All I know is like Sunpatch.
There's
and that's it.
There's Sunpatch. I don't know if Lunar Spiral still does videos, but she did back in the day. There's 49 anime or something. It was a number. I remember her. Yeah, but I don't think there's any female YouTuber that talks about anime that's like really, really big. So maybe YouTube's sexist. I don't know, but yeah, I'm trying to think of all the really big ones, like, like Mr. Anime. There's no Mrs. Anime. I was so jealous of... Do you watch Mr. Anime stuff?
No.
I do not either, but I caught one video he did, and he talked about going to this convention in Hawaii, and he got to meet Jessica Nigri, and I was like, I hate you. He made it seem like he was like, I don't know the whole story. Maybe he was like hanging out with her or whatever. I'm like, That's one of my the 7 goals of Tekking is to get Jessica Nigri on the channel to do, not like physically, although, but like to do like an interview with her. Who is this chick? Can you not read? Tekking101 and Dannphan29. Let's see what this is about. Click. Who's this chick?
I'm so unknown.
Nah. Soon. Tekking, I'm a huge fan, so, yeah. Oh, it's Natsu. Natsu's a huge fan. You're a huge fan, huh, Natsu? Get out of here.
I never even got past, like, episode 5 of Fairy Tail, but I heard it was just absolute trash.
You know, early Fairy Tail is actually really good. It's just at a certain point, Hiro just kind of keeps doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It just becomes repetitive as all hell. And pretty much every major fight is basically just resolved by, like, we have friendship. So imagine if I should do a sketch video where it's like, imagine if all the worst tragedies in human history were solved the same way that they're solved in Fairy Tail. Like we're killing each other in World War II, like the Nazis and the Germans and the Japanese, or like you got the Soviets and you got the Americans, and then all of a sudden everyone's just like, friendship! Drop the friendship bomb, and then everything's good.
That's the Hiroshima, the friendship bomb.
I wouldn't do that though, because that would be incredibly disrespectful. But that would be kind of funny.
Oh my goodness. Weird comments.
Oh yeah. Aki Dearest has big tits and has shitload of subs. Aki Dearest?
Aki Dearest. I feel like I've heard that name before.
Well, here's the thing. Let me check really quick. I'm not doing it because of the boobs. I just want to check her channel, alright? There's channels like Nigahiga. Have you heard of him?
Yes.
Yeah, Nigahiga. He talks about anime every now and then. He's made videos. I mean, he did this really good video because he's like he has so many subs. He has so much like money and stuff, and the crew he's part of. He actually flew out to Japan and did like a professionally done like live action Naruto movie trailer. It wasn't an actual movie, just the trailer. But he flew out to Japan, did the whole thing, and it was awesome.
Oh, so wow, that is really cool.
So he'll do Naruto, he'll do anime shit every now and then, but it's not like the main focus of his channel. But yeah, so I don't know how Aki Dearest is. Let me see here what she does.
I love it when people who are like video majors put in some money to like make those live action shorts.
Yeah. Well, she has 1 million. Yeah, she looks like she talks mostly about anime stuff.
She has 1 million? God damn.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Honestly, don't get deterred, because I remember back when this is all sounding like I'm an old man. I've been on YouTube 8 years there, young lady. How long when did you start your channel?
Oh god, it must have been a while ago, but at first all I made was like AMVs.
Yeah. When did you start talking about like the stuff you're doing now? Because I was on YouTube for 2 years until I started actually talking about anime, so I don't really include those first 2 years a lot.
Yeah, it was like mid last year.
Yeah. So if we're talking like that, 10,000 subs in about a year or so, maybe a little bit longer than a year. Like, that's really good compared to me. It took me, like, 3, from 2011 to 2014 to get 10,000. And the point is, 100,000 subs was, like, so far away from me for so long. I'm like, I'm never going to get there. It's going to take years and years and years to even get there. And now, not only did I hit 100,000 this year, I'm probably going to hit 200,000. So now 1 million actually looks... I mean, it's still a ways off, but it actually looks, feasible. So, stick with it. Keep producing. Because that's the piece of advice I was told once when I was growing, when I was getting, my YouTube chops there. Somebody told me, just keep producing content, keep it regular, and it'll eventually click.
I would give you credit for most of those subs, though, because they really exploded once we did the collaboration.
Yeah. Is that your most viewed video?
It might be, actually. Next to the old Danny Phantom videos that I made.
See, they're good then if they're getting a lot of views.
A lot of dislikes.
Versafly is in here. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he has about 300,000. He does Pokemon stuff. So, there you go. Just for you, Versafly, I got my Litwick. Hi. Thank you. I was going to say something else, but I forgot what it was. What was it? Shit. ASMR. I did that earlier when I was eating the McNuggets and the sauce. I had it like right up against the microphone, like ASMR Szechuan sauce. Senpai butchered my name! Yes!
Oh wow, I meet Tekking thanks to Dannphan. Never heard that one before.
I think you're more my senpai than I'm yours. if we're just going by sub numbers. Oh no, he mentioned the YouTube algorithm. That's what he mentioned. And I you know what? The YouTube algorithm, I have no idea how that works. I'm not even going to begin to think I know how that works. I do look around it, and I see channels that have, like, millions of subs that are, like, consistently losing, like, a shit ton every day. you know? And I'm sitting there like, okay, what makes sense? The fact that thousands of people are all deciding to leave at once, or that there's something going on behind the scenes with YouTube. There's another channel I know that on the reverse side went really, Maystar Media, right? Have you ever heard of them?
I think I did.
Yeah,
hear of
see,
them.
he went up like, I think the past few months he's been going up like every day, like thousands of subscribers, like every day. And so I'm thinking, did that might maybe have something to do with the algorithm? And even my subs have been, I mean, they haven't been ridiculous, but they've been pretty solid the past few days. They've been higher than average. So I don't know how it works or anything, but maybe it looks around to see your videos and, you know, whatever. I don't know.
I have no idea. You've been busting out a lot of videos lately, though. So
I get kind of fidgety if I go longer than 2 days without putting out some kind of video or live stream or something. I really need to get over that, because sometimes it really does run me into the ground, like, exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
Teching like your boobs. I don't have boobs. Well, actually, someone did draw me Rule 63 yesterday. Did you see that?
I think I did.
Yeah, that was, yeah. It's a really good artist who also drew me, like, with a devil fruit and having, like a cool, like, wanted poster with my bounty and everything. Andy Pledius, I think their name was. Did you watch the Matt Pat's video about the YouTube algorithm, Matthew? No, I haven't, but I guess I probably should. Matt Pat is pretty good at explaining things. How long do you make YouTube your... Whoa. Oh, no, we're getting attacked by eggplants. Back to the ground from which you came, eggplants. That reminds me of the that Courage the Cowardly Dog episode with the eggplants.
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember the Courage the Cowardly Dog?
No, I remember Courage the Cowardly Dog. One episode specifically.
That was it the King Ramses one?
It was Return the Slab.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah. Algorithm is a lot from engagement, then YouTube puts it into the recommended. I found your channel that way. Didn't even know I wanted daily One Piece content. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, I think that makes sense. It's just I've seen so many contradictory information. I've seen people come out and say if you put out a lot of videos, like if you put out videos every day, then that's a bad thing. I've heard people saying if you put out videos every day, that's a good thing. So I don't know. But I do know that YouTube going out of its way to subscribe you to people that you might not like, or unsubscribing you. The unsubscribing thing doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, why they're making people why they just do that. But
yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, or at least they should tell you first. Like, they should hey guys, we're rolling out this new thing. The Hellsing stream has started.
Oh no.
No. They said 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm Eastern. So that should be 7 o'clock for me. I'll go check just to make sure. By the way, I'll just it's like, sorry, Dan it's on. We gotta leave. Bye. just cut the stream. Nah, I'm not gonna be that mean. Although I was thinking about ending it relatively soonish.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, is it starting now?
No. They're just, okay, they started the stream. They're doing like a marathon of all the former episodes up until... So it started now, and they're going to watch episodes 1 through 7, and then they're just going to get to 8 at 7 o'clock. Okay. So it's still good. It's all copacetic. Copacetic? What the fuck? Is this 1962? Roger's in the stream. Hey, Roger! Is it fake Roger again?
Fake Roger?
Yeah, there was a guy in here that used, instead of, Roger space is all... His real channel's one word. He'll add, a space and use his same logo. But I can tell because of the magic check mark next to the name. You need to get you'll get the magic check mark. That's when you know you hit it big. You get the magic check mark.
Alright, 200 or so subs left.
Come
Hooray!
on!
We can do this!
We're almost done, peeps. We're almost done. Get this woman to 10K. Yeah, I think we did good, though. I think it was 150 in the stream alone.
Yeah, it's
some such
pretty
like,
nice.
some such like that, yeah.
Are you gonna keep the video on, or are
Yeah.
you gonna?
I mean,
Oh.
I could give you a copy of this if you want. Well,
it's
no.
fine.
I mean, like, I'm gonna just upload it on mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why it would be demonetized. Although YouTube, my Hunter x Hunter video got demonetized very briefly. Very briefly. It was only for like a few hours, and when I challenged it, it got put back. Have you had a lot of videos that happened to you?
Only a couple, but
Yeah.
nothing really serious
Right.
or anything.
The way I looked at it is a lot of the videos that I got taken down. It was the Outlast videos I did. It was the boob polls, surprise. But those videos have already pretty much like had their run, because you'll know like a video gets to a certain point and it doesn't get like I'll upload a video. The first 2 days it'll go from like 0 to like 50,000, and then the third day it'll be like 55, and then the fourth day it'll be like 50. 56. Like, it's not going up that many subs anymore. Like, it's already had its run. It's gotten all the money. It's gonna, like, you squeezed all the juice out of that. So, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Hope to collab with both of you someday. Podusky101. Well, come back here when you've reached a level of YouTube fandom that, I don't know. Missed the part where you ate the sauce. Oh no, I didn't eat the sauce on the stream. It's in a sealed Ziploc bag in my fridge because I have to save every ounce of it. But I already filmed a video about it, and I'll upload that to my vlog channel probably, or maybe my main channel. I don't know.
Did you try the new McDonald's tenders?
No, I didn't get the tenders with it. I just got the nuggets.
Ah.
Yeah. Dodging the Tekken question. I don't play Tekken, though.
We've been through this, guys.
Yeah, not everyone pops in at the same time, though. Can Light Death... Wait, what? Can Light Death Book work in Tournament of Power? Oh, can the Death Note work in the Tournament of Power? You just write, like, Son Goku, and then Goku just has a heart attack and dies. I mean, I guess... I'll sub for now and then use the first few videos I watched to judge you.
Oh no. I gotta make really good videos then.
Yeah, you gotta make sure to do the good videos. What do you just have like a video set as your channel trailer?
I do. It's a weird one.
I used to have like a proper trailer where I was like, hello everyone, welcome to the Tekking101 YouTube channel. But now I just use it to spotlight whatever video I've happened to be uploading that week. Like, I think the Gear 5th video's up there now. The Gear 5th video actually did really good. It had over 100,000.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's kind of like my benchmark. Like, most videos I put out, 50,000 sort of like, if it passes that, then that's solid, we're good. But 100,000 is usually what I aim for.
I think I've only made like 2 or 1 One Piece theories. I don't usually make them.
They're fun.
I do predictions like at the end of the reactions.
Yeah,
but...
just because you need to branch out. For so long, I just talked about one series, Bleach, and I managed to get like 30,000 subs just talking about Bleach. But I feel like after I stopped talking about it and I branched out to other things, that might be part of the reason my subs kind of blew up. Because, you know, people liked me. They just, you know, there's some people that just didn't like Bleach very much. So, branch out. Get out there. Litwick. Play some Pokemon games, I guess. I don't know.
Just squeeze my way into the Pokemon fandom.
Pokemon's cool. I like that. Yeah, I'm trying to do some more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in the future. I don't know how familiar you are with Yu-Gi-Oh, but
I have a deck.
I do too, but it's old. Yeah. But I was gonna do a video about like how they censor artwork in the cards, like from different translations. That's usually I did one.
Yeah.
I did one last year. I thought it was pretty good, so I'd go back and try it again. People seem to like it. How doesn't anyone like Bleach? Well, you know, it had a lot of problems for one.
I remember the early episodes being pretty good.
Oh yeah. That's like how it is with a lot of anime, I feel. Well, not a lot of anime, but yeah. The Soul Society arc, everything up till the Soul Society arc was pretty solid with Bleach, and then I think that's when the numbers started slipping, and Kubo even came out and said a few times, like, I'm kind of making this up as I go along. the art started getting a little bit less detailed over time, and by the time the last arc rolled around, the anime was canceled. It wasn't making a lot of money. Bleach wasn't getting spotlighted as much on Shonen Jump covers, so it was kind of just like, yeah, just finish it, just get it over with, and so we can fill the slot with something else.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah. Dannphan29, what was the pterodactyl screech for? I don't know.
God.
When did you screech like a pterodactyl?
I think they might have watched my trailer.
Oh no. You should duel each other online with YGO Pro. Nah. I would probably lose because I've only used YGO Pro like once in the past few days, and it's really old, outdated deck. Super Eye Patch Wolf made a great video about the fall of Bleach. Yeah, that's where I got most of that information I just said about. His videos are good. He also did one about The Simpsons, too, which is really good, because I'm a big Simpson fan as well. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I guess the episodes of The Simpsons aren't that good nowadays either.
No. The fact it's still on is a enigma to me. Sorry, I yawned there. I think I'm going to end this in about, 5 minutes or so. Is that good for you? Because that's about the length of... That's actually longer than I normally do it. I usually only do it about an hour and a half, so this will be about 2 hours.
I'm, sitting in the darkness right now, so...
Oh, okay. Don't you have light? Dannphan doesn't even have power. You guys need to help her. The second she gets 10,000, she can finally afford to pay her poor electric bill.
You guys need to sub.
Yeah.
This light is the worst light ever, so I don't like it.
I like this lamp because it can extend. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got good lighting. Got solid lighting.
It's decent, I guess.
I mean, compared to this.
I want best case scenario, because I still live with my mom, and so when I move out, I want to have a separate room just I could just dedicate to the YouTube thing. Because, having my bed in the background, that's kind of I always feel like that's not really professional to be filming on your bed. I'd like to have, a desk and a proper chair and, a bunch of anime shit behind me.
Yeah. I've also been thinking about, putting posters or something behind me.
Do you still live at home, or do you have, your own place?
Yeah, I live at home.
Okay, yeah.
It's the college kid curse.
Pretty much. Yeah, well, I'm kind of, in college limbo because I have, one little project. I need to finish doing this project, and then I can I can actually get my bachelor's degree. I've already graduated. I've already done the walking across the stage and all that shit. I just need to finish this one thing and get it.
It's pretty cool.
Which is something I actually have to work on. I'm working on a a social media project for a garden center, a small business. I'm helping them out with that. So yeah.
Very cool.
They're sewing stuff to each other. Oh my god. Do you guys that's how you know you got chemistry, when you show lamps to each other. Oh yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing now. Oh man, next time I bring a girl home, she'll walk into my room and I'm so this is my room, and she'll see that holy crap, you're showing me your lamp? This is moving too fast for me. I need to get out of here. You have two of them? What is this nonsense? A lot of grapes in the chat.
Grapes?
Yeah, just people spamming grape emojis.
Don't know what's up with that.
I don't know. Is that the new eggplant? I don't freaking know at this point. Dannphan's lighting looks like my soul.
Interesting comparison.
Do you watch Flash? I don't watch any CW show. Do you watch Flash?
No, not Flash specifically.
Do you watch Arrow or what was it called?
No,
the other one, I forget what it was called.
I've never been all too keen on the Marvel TV shows or the DC TV shows.
Yeah.
Wrong one. God damn it.
It's okay. Oh no, you made a horrible mistake. No, I'm not a comic book guy. I've never really have been. I follow Green Lantern for DC. That's the only thing I really follow. Yeah. But I think that's probably a good place to end it. That was about 2 hours there. So do you have anything you'd like to say to the peeps?
Subscribe for Nami cosplay.
Subscribe for Nami cosplay. Come on. Everybody likes Nami. Come on now. I mean, I would have preferred a Robin cosplay, but that's just me. To be fair, the Nami cosplay would probably be way easier to actually, like, make. Because, well, she doesn't wear a lot of clothes, but yeah.
I never said which version I was doing.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Immediately, everyone is disappointed.
You should have really waited to drop that until after you got it. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Hey, I could be
now
doing
people
an
are
even
gonna be
sexier
like,
Nami.
wait, what are you doing? All right.
All right.
But thanks for everybody watching. I'm gonna end the stream right now. So yeah, have a good night.